Hey y'all, my signal ain't the greatest this morning. I'm out here by myself out between Lufkin and Nacogdoches. I like doing live videos when I'm working sometimes. And I didn't bring my tripod. I forget it at the house. So I just had this, I've got my phone in my little cart when I'm shoeing, but I want to give y'all an illustration. I wish I waited on that sucker to come on for quite some time, so I'm having to use my little box of nails and a clenching block to try to hold my phone. But I pulled an old shoe off. This thinks about our lives. This was all crappy and junky. I wish it would have come on a little early, but I didn't have signal. And I pulled this old shoe off, which I had to put a new shoe on. But all this was a bunch of junk, and so I had to pare this out with a hoof knife, just like I showed you the other day. But I'm cleaning this foot up and getting it tuned up. First thing I'm going to do, this frog is overgrown. That's a loop knife. You can see, I'm going to come in here and back. See, look at all that old overgrown frog right there. That's kind of junk. It needs to be cleaned out and trimmed off. Kind of like our lives. Cleaning the foot up makes me think of us. We get some junk and some gum in there. And so I trimmed this frog way back. It was overgrown. These horses just come back from Las Vegas. And then, they've been in Vegas, but they're back now. But we're going to take my old trusty brand new GE nippers. I'm going to look down this foot, and this foot's a little unlevel. It's growing more on the inside, so I'm going to run me what I would call a nipper run. I'm going to run around this foot, take a little more off the inside because it's a little unlevel, and then I'm going to come on around here to this side, not take as much. You got to look down that foot, make sure that it's level. Sometimes you have to take a little more off one side than the other. And I'm going to take my rasp. Again, take more off this side. Get that foot good and level. I wish this would have come on a couple of seconds earlier. And you could have seen how rough this old foot looks just because of about 7 weeks. You know, it's growed out. It's got junk in it. So we're cleaning it up. And you can see here we got a pretty nice looking foot when I get it where I need it to be. You can see taking some shape here. And that's kind of like our lives. We have to get a little of that old junk out of there and put the old rasp on it. I'm going to get this thing about half level here and end this little video, but then I'll go shape a new shoe to fit this foot. I had to put it on that anvil. Don't have my tripod, so sorry about that. Alright. Hopefully my mic's working. Okay. Alright, somebody said they couldn't hear. Hopefully you can. But anyway, see how I've shaped that foot up? I'm going to trim some of this back. And this old horse, nice horse. I think he's a barrel horse, if I'm correct. Real nice dude. They just went to Vegas, qualified in several events, and they're home. Reshoeing this whole set. I got 3 full shoes here and a trim. See, that old foot's kind of cleaned up now. This old shoe here's wore out, but we'll get another shoe set. And that's like our life. Sometimes we get a little out of balance. And we got to be leveled up. But God's Word is sharper than a what? A two-edged sword. And I think about this rasp. It has 2 edges on it, a rough side and a fine side. So when I get it real close, I take this fine side. And then you look down that horse's bony column, basically. And that horse, his foot is awful good. A little high right here. We're knocking that down. You know, in our lives every day, we have to look at them and take inventory. Sometimes they get a little crooked. We level it back out. So, hey, there we go. We got us a pretty clean looking foot. Level. Gonna get a new shoe on it. And this sucker will be able to do what he was created to do. It's the same way with us. Let God level us out. Let His Word do that two-edged sword do the work. There we are. So I'm gonna turn that camera off, go shape a new shoe. We'll have a good foot ready to go. Alright, well hey, love you guys, best church in the whole world. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, it's just because I had it in that cart. But y'all see the deal. That foot there was pretty much a mess. We cleaned it up, got it level, and we're going to put a brand new shoe on it. That's kind of like our life. Every so often we have to do inventory and clean it up a little bit, and to get where we need to be. Check out my co-worker here. Dogs love the farrier. They love. I can put PetSmart out of business with these hoof trimmings. Dogs love them. They'll come from anywhere. All right. Well, y'all be good. We'll see y'all Sunday. Hope you have a great day. Remember, God's word's a two-edged sword. And let's keep our eyes on the Lord and let Him always be willing to let Him put that old rasp on us and level us up. We all need it. Love y'all.